The following message is being transmitted at the request of the Hendricks County Emergency Management and the National Weather Service office in Indianapolis. A local area emergency has been issued for Hendricks County until 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 4:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Hendricks County Sheriff's Department received an influx of calls regarding loud gunshot-like sounds and episodes of minor shaking of residences around the county. The reports previously stated have been investigated by the Hendricks County Sheriff's Department and the National Weather Service office in Indianapolis, and the cause of this event was likely due to a cryosysm, also known as an ice quake or frostquake. A cryosysm is a non-tectonic seismic event caused by a sudden cracking action in frozen soil or rocks saturated with water or ice, or by stresses generated at frozen lakes. This was likely induced by the extreme cold temperatures recorded this morning of -2 degrees Fahrenheit. This cryosysm registered as a 2.5 on the Richter scale, and no damage has been reported. More seismic activity is unlikely, however remains possible within the next 24 hours as temperatures stay below zero.
This is Della Patterson with WHRT 13 News. Onto a developing story, earthquakes in Indianapolis. Several episodes of shaking were reported early this morning and afternoon in western Indianapolis, with an epicenter in East Hendricks County. Although initially reported as a seismic event known as an ice quake by the National Weather Service, seismograph analysis had determined this was in fact a true earthquake. Earthquakes are relatively rare in our area, with the last notable earthquake being a magnitude 3.8 on December 30th of 2010. What makes the current event so unique is its cyclical nature, despite the lack of fault lines sufficient for activity. If more seismic activity continues within the next few days, the National Weather Service states an investigation by the United States Geological Survey may be needed. On to you, Jack.
Now with the weather, today will be extremely frigid with temperatures at some point dipping.
The National Weather Service in Indianapolis has issued a flash flood warning for the following counties: Hendricks and Western Marion County, until 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 2:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was discovered that a large area of snow and ice covering Hendricks and Western Marion County had rapidly melted due to above normal ground temperatures in the region, resulting in flooded roadways. Locations impacted include Avon, Brownsburg, Claremont, and Plainfield. Precautionary and/or preparedness actions. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Move to higher ground now. Act quickly to protect your life. Please report flooding to your local law enforcement agency when you can do so safely.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey and the Indiana Emergency Management Agency. A civil danger warning has been issued for the following counties: Boone, Hamilton, Hancock, Hendricks, Johnson, Madison, Marion, Montgomery, Morgan, Putnam, and Shelby, until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 12:21 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a large 5.8 magnitude earthquake was detected in central Indiana. This is part of an ongoing earthquake swarm generated by unknown circumstances. Prepare for aftershocks. Aftershocks are small earthquakes that occur in the same general area during the hours to days following a large earthquake. In the event of another large earthquake, drop and cover your head and neck underneath a sturdy table or desk. Hold in position until the shaking has passed. If there is no shelter nearby, get down near an interior wall or next to low-lying furniture, and cover your head and neck with your arms and hands. The United States Geological Survey will be investigating this ongoing situation via seismic instrumentation operated by trained seismologists and geologists to determine the cause of this event. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio and local media outlets for further updates on the situation.
The following message is being transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey, in conjunction with the Indiana Emergency Management Agency. GPS monitoring stations, as well as tiltmeters operated by the United States Geological Survey throughout Hendricks and Marion County, have detected significant ground uplift of approximately 5.6 inches in the last 48 hours. Several seismometers throughout Hendricks, Marion, and Putnam County have also recorded harmonic tremors associated with the underground movement of magma, as well as 43 earthquakes ranging from a magnitude 1.6 to 5.5 on the Richter scale. Infrared satellite observations have also recorded a large swath of warming ground temperatures throughout central Indiana. This is indicative of a rather large magma chamber and significant volcanic activity beneath the surface. Due to the volcano's highly unusual geographic location in the Tipton Till Plain, it has subsequently been named the Tipton Hotspot. This volcano has been given a code orange active status. This means the volcano is exhibiting heightened or escalating unrest, with increased potential of eruption. The Tipton Hotspot is likely to erupt in the next 7 to 14 days. An immediate evacuation order has been issued for all people within 25 miles of Hendricks and Marion County. This is a mandatory evacuation. If you refuse to evacuate, you are facing certain danger and potential death. Take enough food, water, and clothing to last you several days to weeks. Bring a battery-powered radio for your stay and shelter to receive the latest news and alerts. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should remain open for emergency use only. Evacuate immediately.
This is Della Patterson with breaking news. Seismologists flown out by the United States Geological Survey have determined the cause of the extremely unusual and intense earthquake swarm in central Indiana to be a previously unknown volcanic system that lies in the Tipton Till Plain. This newly discovered volcano has been dubbed the Tipton Hotspot. The United States Geological Survey has also determined this volcano is showing high levels of unrest, and an eruption within the next 2 weeks appears likely. Following this announcement, an evacuation order was given to all people within 25 miles of the counties of Hendricks and Marion. Nearly 1 million people are actively evacuating the areas, including the entirety of Indianapolis. The United States Geological Survey states that this is an extremely unprecedented and potential mass casualty event, especially if people do not adhere to the evacuation orders. The President has also deployed the National Guard around the volcanic exclusion zone, as well as FEMA to assist with evacuation and search and rescue efforts in case of eruption. Volcanic eruption intensity is currently unknown. However, the best estimates put it at a high-end VEI 5 or VEI 6 event, likely 10 times stronger than that of the Mount St. Helens eruption of 1980. That's all the information that we have for now, folks. Please listen to evacuation orders and
Code Red volcano warning in effect due to an explosive eruption of the Tipton Hotspot. Evacuate immediately. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States Geological Survey, in conjunction with the Indiana Emergency Management Agency. An immediate evacuation order has been issued for all people within 45 miles of the Tipton hotspot. This is not a drill. A large and explosive eruption is currently ongoing. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. Extensive ashfall of 12 to 15 inches is expected to spread across the volcanic exclusion zone shortly after the eruption, and will cause extensive damage to homes and will create breathing problems to those who refuse to evacuate. Heavy lava flows within 5 to 10 miles of the volcano expected. Pyroclastic flows cannot be ruled out. A pyroclastic flow is a dense, destructive mass of very hot ash, lava fragments, and gases ejected explosively from a volcano, typically flowing downslope at great speed. Bring all essential supplies while evacuating. Bring as much food, water, and clothing as possible, as you may not be able to return to your home. Bring all phones and phone chargers, pets, and valuables. Bring a battery-powered radio for your stay in shelter to receive the latest news and alerts. Do not use the telephone. The telephone line should remain open for emergency use only. To repeat, a large and explosive eruption is ongoing within the Tipton hotspot. Evacuate immediately. The National Weather Service office in Wilmington, Ohio, has issued an ashfall advisory for the following counties. In Indiana, Dearborn, Fayette, Franklin, Ohio, Ridley, Switzerland, Union, and Wayne. In Kentucky, Boone, Bracken, Campbell, Carroll, Gallatin, Grant, Kenton, Lewis, Mason, Owen, Pendleton, and Robertson. In Ohio, Adams, Auglaize, Brown, Butler, Champaign, Clark, Claremont, Clinton, Dark, Delaware, Fairfield, Fayette, Franklin, Greene, Hamilton, Hardin, Highland, Hocking, Licking, Logan, Madison, Mercer, Miami, Montgomery, Pickaway, Pike, Preble, Ross, Scioto, Shelby, Union, and Warren. Until Tuesday, February 10th, at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ash from the Tipton hotspot volcano has begun falling around extreme southeastern Indiana, extreme north Kentucky, and south-central Ohio. Location: volcanic ash is expected to fall in all counties previously mentioned. Thicker layers may be deposited closer to the eruption in Indiana. Timing: this advisory is in effect until Tuesday, February 10th, at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This advisory may be extended if volcanic ashfall persists. Impacts: ash accumulation of 1 to 3 inches is likely in all counties mentioned, especially so in counties closer to the eruption. Precautionary and/or preparedness actions: wear a well-fitted mask when going outdoors. Young children, the elderly, and those with respiratory conditions should remain indoors as much as possible. For more information on the current status of the Tipton hotspot, see https://volcanoes.usgs.gov/Tipton/status.html.
This is Brandon Gatza with CBS 72 News in Los Angeles. More information has been released regarding the eruption of the Tipton volcano near Indianapolis this week. With the ash cloud clearing slightly in the area, Remote drone surveys have been able to reveal horrific damage to the city of Indianapolis, with FEMA comparing it to the likes of a nuclear attack. Volcanologists have estimated the eruption to have released 8 cubic kilometers of ash, earning a VEI 6 rating on the Volcanic Explosivity Index, and making this the strongest volcanic eruption on Earth in over 114 years. A caldera approximately 1.8 miles wide now resides outside of Indianapolis, with all cities within 15 miles being either completely obliterated, buried in over 2 feet of ash, or both. Casualties are unknown as of now, however, due to the excellent warning time on behalf of the United States Geological Survey, the number is likely much lower than anticipated. Ashfall is now being reported as far away as Charleston, South Carolina, as well as already frigid temperatures across the Midwest, being severely exacerbated by the presence of ash, putting some temperatures across the country as low as -37 degrees Fahrenheit excluding wind chill. This raises fears of a possible volcanic winter with extreme climatological effects and mass crop failure. The United States Geological Survey states, although an intense volcanic winter doesn't seem possible given the eruption size, localized crop failure and economic collapse is possible in states impacted by the eruption. Until the presence of ash within the atmosphere is below dangerous levels, all commercial flights in the United States will be grounded until further notice. Now moving on to James with this morning's unusually cool weather.